Mocking me?
No, I'm not mocking you. It's Mocking with You, the podcast that settles the debates once and for all with your host, Lil B, and the hater.
Hello and welcome to the Mocking with You podcast. We are bringing you our top 20 Dragon Ball Z characters. Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Super Prime, whatever, and not the movie. Just no movies.
I did not put Broly in this if I wanted to.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I know that's going to be a big thing. You know, people are going to cuss this out because we're not going to have specific characters. So I thought, like, before we get into this draft, we're going to have to specify who and what we're drafting. It is just the characters from the TV show, no movies, not all the spin-offs or the extra stuff that happened over the last years and that is considered Dragon Ball Z. And, you know, not all these new super, like, Egyptian cats. I don't even know his damn name because that's past what we're watching. We're talking about the original Dragon Ball Z from the 90s. So, with that being said, I get the number one pick this week. He's telling me I get it because I got married last weekend. We're back because after being off last weekend because I got married.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace, apparently. So we're back. I get the number one pick as my wedding gift, apparently. So I'm sitting here trying to tell us to go live or to tell people to come join us on Twitter. But let's get into this. And I'm going to go with the obvious number one choice. At number one, and it's going to be Vegeta. Vegeta is the best character in Dragon Ball Z, and he deserves to go 101. That's all I got to say. Vegeta is obviously the best. If you disagree, you're wrong.
I mean, I don't. The thing about this man, his character art is so good. Like,
Yes.
he literally goes from being super evil to wanting to be the strongest Saiyan in the universe.
All he wanted to do was beat Goku. That's all he wanted.
Yeah. And then he becomes his dad. And he becomes so human. And then he goes back up again and wants to become all he ever wants to beat Goku. So he becomes Marvin Vegeta. Which by the way, the second Marvin Vegeta that
you get if you draft Vegeta, you get all of his variants. You're not here,
Yeah.
so we're not sitting here and getting all the Super Saiyans. If you get Vegeta, you get the Margin Vegeta, you get the Super Saiyan Vegeta, you get all the Vegetas here. So you get King or you get the Gorilla Vegeta. Every Vegeta is in this because we're gonna make it difficult on us to just say you get all of his characters because he is that character, even though he, you know. The only thing is because they're different characters because it's 2 and 1 is the fusions is the only people that you get multiple, you know, because it's 2 people in 1. That's the only stipulation on here. But if we draft a Vegeta, you get all of his variants. Same with other characters I don't want to name because I don't want to give away possible picks.
okay, now get the out of here. Goku. My pick on number 2. And here's why. Goku goes from this, you know, he's already the strongest guy on the planet.
He is,
But
yes.
But he goes from that to realizing his true potential to realizing that he's a savior, basically, of planet Earth.
Goku is the biggest. I hate Goku. I never understood the love of Goku. I'm not, do I hate Goku? No. Do I like Goku? Man, like he is possibly the worst husband, father, in person out there that is a hero. Like he's horrible. Like
right? If you look at it like that, like he's like a terrible husband.
Yeah. Definitely at the end of the
So
series.
horrible. He is never home. He's always dead.
Yeah, he is always. You're not lying. He is always dead.
Or on another planet.
Yeah, always never home. Like I would like to know how often, like, how many days he's actually spent with his wife. I'm not going to say his name because she could be drafted.
I just said it. But I just said it. Poor girl, just like a lonely housewife.
Yeah.
Literally lonely if they live in like the middle of the forest.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, so go ahead. No, it was not it. Go ahead.
I'm going with the obvious number 2. I'm getting the 2 best, my favorite characters, and yes, they started off evil. Once Vegeta was the bad guy at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, and this guy was the bad guy throughout Dragon Ball and most of Dragon Ball Z, and that's Piccolo. Fucking love Piccolo. He is my second favorite.
Again, like the character, he goes from this grumpy, evil guy to like just like I really love his character.
He raised Goku.
And not to mention the sacrifice that he made against another character that will name nameless of Michael Jackson. So his character changes so much.
100%. Yeah, Piccolo is fantastic, and Piccolo's special moves were badass. His whole like beaming up and using his forehead and could take off mountains. The special beam. I mean, come on, like Piccolo, and like you said, Vegeta and Piccolo probably have the 2 best character arcs throughout the whole Dragon Ball.
The whole series.
Yeah, they have probably the 2 best. I've never cared to watch. Like I've sat there and tried to watch Dragon Ball, but young Goku just annoys the hell out of me, so I can't. So I never got to see the horrible.
I was watching it last night. It's so funny.
Yeah.
He's just so clueless because again they live in the forest and he's raised like his grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 4 is Gohan.
Gohan. Yeah, that was my number 4. So yeah, you got him.
And Gohan goes from like this little kid that is a little crybaby to beating the living crap out of another guy that
Gohan Kid version was freaking horrible. You're not drafting Gohan as a kid. Like you get stuck with them as a
Gohan, kid. Teenage Gohan.
Yeah, like
and Mr. Saiyan Man.
Yes, there it is. I was trying to think of his name. That was so bad. Oh man, he was so
corny and stupid, but it's so hilarious.
God, he was so bad. Like, yeah, Gohan's probably the second most powerful. If arguably, he could be probably more powerful than his dad if he put more work into it. But his dad and Vegeta just had a different work ethic than Gohan. But yeah, Gohan was so bad. So bad when he was a kid.
Bad. I wouldn't mention it because like don't give away another but when he did that when he was like a teenager and those guys that go to Super Saiyan 2 Super Saiyan 2. That was awesome.
Yeah, when they started going Super Saiyan, like
I remember wait, there's a Super Saiyan 2? Huh?
That was a problem. Like your first Super Saiyan, like, oh my god, like wasn't it Super Saiyan? The first one is when Vegeta went margin Vegeta to try to beat Goku, and he still wasn't enough when he was a Super Saiyan.
I think it was like Super Saiyan 3.
Was it that far? I thought he was only a Super Saiyan at that point.
Yeah, well, Goku was the second Super Saiyan, but.
I thought at that point, nobody even. Well, no, it was the first Super Saiyan because Vegeta couldn't Super Saiyan yet. That's why he had to go margin to get strong enough to try to beat Goku in Super Saiyan form.
Yeah. Wait, who? Vegeta?
Vegeta went
Super Saiyan in minute.
Yeah, but he had to use when he went Margin Vegeta because he couldn't get Super Saiyan to beat Goku. So he thought that to get Margin, the powers from Margin.
Yeah. If he wanted the power, he wanted the Margin power.
Yeah. So speaking of Margin, I'm going to go ahead and take probably the best villain in this. And I'm taking
this for me.
Yeah, I'm taking Margin Buu. Margin Buu's hands down. Margin Buu's the best villain in the whole series.
By the way, I know you were, and I was too. I was looking at the list, top 50, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And Margin Buu was like 18, 19 on all these lists, and I'm like, why?
I saw him in the top 10 a lot of lists I was watching. Everybody had him usually as the number one villain. He was the best.
Funny.
Oh, definitely fat Margin Buu was the best. When he got to Slim.
He's like fat, and like he's trying to like put it on the chocolate, and then chocolate.
And couldn't beat. He was like a big fat kid, and nobody could beat him. And you're just sitting around there, chocolate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you try to punch him, and like punch his fat, and like.
And then he stuck to it. Oh yeah, fucking Margin Buu. Margin Buu is hands down the best villain of the whole series. Sorry, I don't care. I know some people might argue some other ones on this list later, but Margin Buu was the best.
Well, definitely the rampant in my plan.
Good.
Okay, we never clarified if that is that instant Trump.
What's that?
Instant Trump. And is that instant Trump?
Is he in the series? You gotta take Trunks. You get all the versions of Trunks. So if you take Trunks, you take all
no, that's not the same Trunks. Like when they kill the androids, it's like a different Trunks. The Trunks that comes from the future, it's kind of like Terminator.
I thought they were the same Trunks.
I mean,
it's been too long.
Trunks, but it's not the same Trunks. I'll take it instant Trunks.
He's the one who kills the bad guy, right? I can't say his name because he'll be.
He kills what's his name in like one light.
Yeah.
And one salute slash. And then he tells Joker that he's gonna die.
Everybody always talks about future Trunks. Let's be honest. Nobody really cares about Trump, the kid Trunks.
Nobody cares about regular Trunks. Even though he'll be on the list later, but
I honestly think you get in my version. That's the same Trunks. You get if you draft Trunks, you take all the Trunks to form.
Okay. I'm doing different Trunks though. I'm that in one. Go ahead.
I think Trunks is off the list now. In my eyes, I'm not taking a Trunks.
That's fine.
You're just specifying future Trunks, but you get all the Trunks. That's how I'm going to say it. Yeah, when he so you took my 6. God, you're taking all the heroes, and I'm going to end up with all the bad guys. How my list is working out? You're like we're going
down the villains.
You take it.
I was like planning to take all the villains.
Dude, literally, my top 6 are gone. You and me are on the same path right now, and I don't like it. We're usually different, and I don't know how to go because my next one, I'm gonna have to. You're making me do something I don't. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I'm gonna have to do it. So, Future Trunks is a great pick. I'm going another route, and I'm gonna go Cell. Another great bad. Cell in his different forms. Cell in his different forms was one of the best another great villain, and gave us some great characters. The whole battle on the wrestling rink.
Yeah,
the greatest super. Yeah, I mean, Cell was fantastic, and like I said, he had what 4 different forms. There's perfect Cell, which I get, like I said, but yeah. another, the worst part about Dragon Ball Z is like how long it was like 20 episodes to watch, like the Cell battle,
Yeah.
Great. Like, oh God,
you know what it reminds me of? You know what, like, the pace reminds me of?
What?
Watching, like, 24.
Yeah.
It's like, how much in the 24 is like, put your neck to the goddamn terrorist event.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. So I got Cell. I'm afraid you're going to take my number 8. So go ahead and break my heart because I should have went this way, but you're going to do it to me.
I'm going to say my number 6 in that. Frieza.
Who?
Frieza.
Okay, Frieza. Yeah, so Frieza is the one we're obviously hinting towards about Future Trunks coming in. Frieza was the big bad for a while. Frieza was the one that you couldn't get tired of because of his voice and planet destroying. You got tired of Frieza pretty quick, and then nobody could beat him. And then all of a sudden, Trunks just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, like Frieza comes out of nowhere, like unstructured, and then like Trunks just comes out of nowhere and just slashes him with one slash of his sword.
Yeah, Frieza's another one. His voice was horrible though. He was one of those ones you didn't
ever want. His voice was so annoying and then he had lungs and fell, and then he's like, I'm only using 20% of my power.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. I'm only using 20% of them. Well, that's when Super Saiyan come first. Isn't that the first Super Saiyan?
Yeah. Don't get pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna have. This is another one I'm gonna have to watch again. It's been a while, but yeah, Frieza was a bad guy. He was good, but he was my 10. So I get to get my number 8 at number 9, which makes me excited. Which I thought you might do, and this is technically another bad guy go good, and I should actually say bad girl, and I'm going Android 18.
Woo!
Another one.
That's not character not what I'm doing.
Fictional
characters I have a crush on. A cartoon character.
100%.
And when her and what's his name get together, I'm not saying his name. But when her and what's his name get together and she's like on the beach.
Yeah.
Just the whole storyline in general is wild. How she ends up with the shortest guy in the whole group.
Yeah, no kidding. I was just looking at that person and I was like, when is that person gonna go? Because I thought about it because I know some people might have that person higher on the list, but let's face the fact. Android 18, hot as hell. From the future. Another great character arc as a bad guy coming from the future to come in from the future into the past to try to hunt down everybody and kill them. And then they weren't bad guys too long though. They got their asses kicked pretty quick in the show. They didn't stay around as bad guys.
It was pretty funny how in that timeline there was there was 4 bad guys. It count the other one. I'm not saying his name, but Frieza comes, and then the androids, and then Cell. All in a matter, and this took not even 5 episodes. And
it was
quick with Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and she became a good guy pretty quick and falls in love, and I forgot kid. They had a kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. All right, so that was number 9. Who's going to be our number 10? How's it going to round out?
You know what? This is going to seem crazy, but he's basically been the rock of the show since Dragon Ball. And up to Bulma.
You bastard. You fucking bastard. That was my number 9. I did not think you would go take my girl Bulma. Fuck you, dude.
A lot of the show, and she's a little badass woman. She's hit your ass, like, even though she's, like, not super fan, don't have any powers.
You're gonna have to answer to my Vegeta about taking this woman. That's all I got. You're gonna have to answer to Vegeta for taking this woman. That's all I gotta say. Because that's talking about Android 18 in fictional crushes. Let's talk about Bulma.
We're just choosing that. We're choosing that mod. We're choosing that mod.
Yeah.
The fictional crush mod.
Yeah, that one was great. That's a great pick. So
we're almost dead on with those.
Yeah, we are. We are really dead on it. It's scary because that's my top 10. My top 10 are gone. I don't think I've ever been. You and me have been this sick because all my top 10 is gone at 10. So really throws me off.
Yeah, my whole top 10's gone.
All right. So there's a couple people. I might mix it up a little bit because I really didn't, play with it after the top 10. I thought I would have more time. I didn't think you and me would be in sync as much. So it's throwing me through a list. So I'm going to go with you wanted to take my woman. So I'm going to take your first picks overall. Number one sidekick. I'm not taking your woman. I'm taking your sidekick. And I'm taking Krillin. And Krillin's going to round out number 11 right there. And I'm going to take Goku's sidekick there.
Oh, wow. You're an asshole.
Yeah, well, you fuck with me, I fuck with you back. He was my number 14. A little bit of reach. I have other, and I don't think it's that reach. I think a lot of people.
I got Krillin at number 12.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. And like I said, he'd probably be my 12 if I moved a couple of guys around. So I think my number 11 is going to be safe for my 13th pick. So I went and took Krillin here to try to screw you over a little bit by taking, Goku's number, right-hand man.
Yeah. And honestly, him and Gohan pretty much best friends.
Yeah.
So he's kind of an important character. And this is kind of how I did the list was like, who's important?
Yeah. There's some guys who just disappear.
Now, who disappears and who comes back a lot?
Yeah. There's some guys. My like 18 through 21 are the side characters that come and go, just good little, okay. They're good characters. You got to give them respect, because after the top, for me, really after the top 15, all the important people are gone. Like then you have all the side characters or, the guys who come and go and are not in the mini episodes.
Okay, so my pick, I'm taking a first fusion character, and I'm taking Go Tanks.
Go Tanks, yeah. I figured you were gonna end up with the tanks.
Because they're so stupidly hilarious together. Like the other fusion character is great, like they're powerful, but Go Tanks is just like weird and goofy and like everyone talks about how powerful they were and like hilarious. Like everything seems like weird moves.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that seems a little high for, a character that is only in like a handful of episodes. I mean, obviously a badass, when the fusion starts and the whole little dance. Yeah. And they would fuck up and they become different things or fantastic. Fusion's good. I don't mind it. Good pick, but I'm going to go and take your number one pick, Goku's ultimate second, but probably more important trainer who trained him to become as powerful as he is. And I'm taking King Kai.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. I love
King Kai, but I have him lower.
No, King Kai. I love King Kai. And I think King Kai is a very important character. Trains,
funny.
He's funny, and he also trains everybody at some point in the dragon realm or the death world where they have to run across the dragon bridge forever in 80 episodes because it takes forever to run across the dragon bridge.
Yeah. How did that the whole Namek, almost the whole Namek series is just going across that bridge.
And then a bunch of other people die and go there, but that's where the fusion bomb or the fusion bomb's trained is by King Kai. Becomes a big important part. King Kai is funny. King Kai's little monkey is fantastic. I mean, you could probably take him in a side character draft because I can't think of his name right now. But
let's not say that it's on my list.
Yeah. But King Kai is fantastic. I think he's very important. I definitely think he's a little bit more important than Gotenks. But Gotenks is just popular because of being a fusion. But I'm happy with King Kai on my team because it just trains all my bad guys to even more badassery. So you're gonna have if we were putting a battle right now, you would still probably be close because you got Goku. That's the problem. You have Goku. I have a lot of powerful guys, but Goku at this point where he's at, whoop my ass.
I wouldn't get called Matt as Goku destroys his planet.
Yeah.
Then on a new one.
Yeah. His little bulb, his little small tiny.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're about to be really pissed at me.
What are you gonna do?
You're about to be so pissed if you told me about this character last night.
Don't you do it. Don't you be that asshole. That was gonna be my last pick. Don't you do it, you dick. You're doing it just to piss me off because I am in the. I hate Chris. I already know his pick, and I hate him. Put it on the. Say it so I can put it on the board.
I'm putting the Popo.
Yeah, I fucking hate you, Chris.
I'm
so happy with my team, and then you take Mr. Popo from me, just like that. That is such a douche move, man. Fucking Mr. Popo. Let's go. So we talked about it last night. If Mr. Popo scroll down so people can see the rest. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If Mr. Popo was nowadays, the show would be canceled. I'm shocked I tried to attack Popo. Oh man. Fucking! I knew you were gonna screw me like that.
Well, he just thought he fell like I have him at 15. No, I have him at 14 actually.
Yeah, I had him at number 12. I literally jumped back in front to grab King Kai, and then I was expecting you to take somebody, and I was going to take Mr. Popo with my next pick, and you literally sniped me in front of me. You dick. Oh, you're such a dick. Mr. Popo is such an underrated character and a fantastic character. I love Mr. Popo. And
that's why I need to know what. Right, and Maul is because you're going to see more of his background and how little strong he is.
I don't care. I'm pissed at you. You took Mr. Popo. I should have never said anything. You bastard.
Well, it makes it feel better. I would have found him anyway.
What's that?
I would have found Mr. Popo when I was looking at the list.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, you screwed my next pick. You sniped me. So I'm going to have to go back to the well of training. And probably the biggest pervert in the whole show of all time.
Darn you.
What's that?
Darn you.
I'm going with Mr. Master Roshi. Hi. He's, back in the day too, powerful, powerful in his own right, Mr. Master Roshi, but he is a pervert. Loves when Bulma's around. Loves when any attractive women are around. And
yeah, he's like the Brock from
Oh,
Pokemon.
hands down the Brock of Pokemon in Dragon Ball. Hands down. Lives on his little own island in the middle of the ocean with the turtle. Gotta love it. He's right. He's smart. I'm telling you right now, Master Roshi had it all figured out. Retired from the world.
He's the one that taught them how to do it in anime.
Yeah, he did, but he's also the one that was smart enough to get away from Earth or from people because people suck. Let's be honest. Master Roshi figured.
He's the hermit and on the island.
Yeah. So I have my top 15. I have one top 15 left, and you're probably going to take them here. I have no doubt that you're going to take them here. All right.
Well, where are we at? What number are we at?
16. We're at 16.
Okay. I'm not going to take my number 15 and put my number 16. But I'm going to take Mr. Satan. Satan.
Take who?
Mr. Satan.
Oh my God! You actually put him on your list?
He's so fucking funny. He thinks he's the star. He literally gets all the credit for being the strongest man in the world.
Oh
and
yeah,
like, champion of Earth.
Yeah,
and not to mention that he wins Majin Buu.
Yeah, he does. You're right. He does.
And like, it's so funny that like how he's like, oh, yeah, I'm the strongest man on Earth.
Yeah, he gets his ass beat by Cell or hides from Cell because he can't beat him. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe you actually put Mr. Satan. Oh my God. I didn't put him on my list. Like, I honestly said, there's no way. I should have known you were going to put him on the list. So, all right, you saved me there. And I'm going to go and get my fusion. And I'm going to go get Goten.
That's what I took.
You took Goten.
Goten is Goten's son.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Goten. I'm sorry. I don't know why I think he was Fusion. I'm taking Goten. Sorry. I'm taking Goku's. Yeah, Goku's. I'm sorry. Oof. I'm dumb. Sorry. I knew that too, and I don't know why I had him. Yeah. I'm taking Goku's other son, Goten. Good God, I lost the list. I'm trying to put it in there. All right, yeah, I got Goten, others. So I got your son, I got your trainers, and I got all the good bad guys. Goku won't come fight me. I got this in the bag.
Hentai.
Well, I'm going to have a couple of random because you took Satan.
I know. But right here is where I'm like, on everything. If you put Master Roshi, and that was in my pit. So I guess, we talked about this earlier, if I wanted to take all of them.
Yeah.
I wanted to take all of the Indian Force.
Yeah. And I would not allow it.
And he would not allow it. So I'm just going to take Captain Inu. His power is pretty cool. Remember what his power was?
I forget what his power was.
It changed bodies.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he ends up in a tunnel.
Yeah.
Remember?
I do remember that. Yeah, you were trying to cheat and get a whole freaking team there. I was. That's not right. And then I could take Frieza's whole team, whatever they were called. Frieza had that little team too. All the bad guys had all those little teams.
That was their team. That was like squad. For his squad.
All right, so you've gone off the rails a little bit. So I thought some of these guys would go. I'm going to go, because this is my last pick, and I'm staying true to my board. I want to make sure I got the right one before I go. I want to make sure I'm thinking of who I'm thinking of, because I actually Is that who I want?
There's one that kind of screaming at me, and I might take him, but I hope you take him.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. There's two I'm really debating.
The thing that stole his girl.
See, you're talking about taking a force. I could take him because he's known to have somebody with him all the time, and I'm going to take Ten Shinha, or I can't take it. Ten. I can't think of it. Tien. I'm taking Tien.
Yeah, that was my number 22.
Was it? That was a guy who was important for a little bit.
No, I'm not bashing him.
Yeah,
and you know what? I'm also going to put an outside the box one here.
Shocker.
Because,
I said shocker.
Because the whole show's being shot with this.
What's that?
I put in Shenron, the dragon.
Ah, nice. People are going to be yelling at us if it's not taking the dragon. Shinja. Yeah, that's a good pick. I mean, he's not in it much, but it is.
The whole point of the show is getting the Dragon Ball fat.
I gotta see how to spell his
I
name.
just love the dragon on Namek.
Yeah. Yeah, Shenron was fucking powerful too. Like, and there's different dragons for different balls. Like on Piccolo's planet, their Dragon Ball hit that dragon was fucking massive.
I know, and I went into that like on PT, but PT's not like a part of Dragon Ball universe, but yeah.
Yeah, was it Porganyan? Yeah, Shenron was a good pick. I like that. That's a solid. He definitely probably needs to be in the top 20. There's a lot of people. So with my last couple guys that didn't get drafted, I kept with the crew. So I had Yamcha. That
that Yamcha.
I got Chin Zhao or Chin, whatever, the little freaking meme that runs around with
the mime one, the one that I said was annoying as heck.
Yeah, exactly. I had him, and then I would never
take her or him or whatever in a million years.
Then I had Badibidi or Bodib, whatever his name is, the margin, little Bodibidi.
The little guy that summoned him.
Yeah, I can't. Bodibidi. Yeah, there it is. I'm looking at, and then Corrin. I had Corrin on the list. I thought Corrin deserved to be shout out too, but he was my 21. Corrin always gives me
I thought it was had 25. I would do that alone.
Yeah, I had him. I put him there for a second because he was that stupid guy who was always afraid to fight.
And then he hot shot Machina's tail.
Yeah, I think he did right mistake. Get his tail off.
The one time not to turn it up like that to do it.
Yeah. I did think about him. I did have him, but those are the only guys on my list. I only had 4 guys not get drafted.
And my honorable mention would be Chi-Chi.
Yep, Chi-Chi.
Bubbles and Nappa.
Yeah.
And Raditz.
Yeah, I played with Raditz.
I feel like Raditz for the list if Raditz is important.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought about putting because Radish was on there for a little bit. I thought about Radish too, but yeah, I'm shocked that Yamcha or like I said, he didn't go.
Yamcha was the one. It was either Yamcha or Shenron.
Shenron is probably better than Yamcha, to be honest. Like Yamcha always got his ass whooped. Let's be honest. Like I don't remember.
And then he got his girl stolen from him.
Yeah, he did. Who was his girl again? I forget. I know he got.
Bulma.
Yeah, Bulma. Yeah, he was with Bulma for a while, and then good old Vegeta came, and they're like, and then you get Trunks from Vegeta and Bulma.
Yep.
Yeah, that was great. That was a good one. That one.
So yeah, you know what? I really did love. I love this one.
Yeah, I did too. So we'll definitely break it down on our list and put it on Twitter for a vote to see.
Yeah, you know what? one of the listeners was saying we should make a tournament. And what I was thinking is, we can make whose list was better, and then we can make another tournament of the best character, who they think the best character is.
It's
And then we'll have
Vegeta.
2 lists. We'll have our list, and then we'll have the fan vote.
All I know is Vegeta's the best character, and I got my 2 favorite characters.
Vegeta is the best character. Hands down.
Vegeta's the best character, and he gets the hottest
Hands
girl from the
down.
show. I mean, come on.
And
I got-
that bonus.
And then I got Krillin with his wife on my team. You know, I got Andrew 18, so I
I hate
automatically.
you so much. But that's
I
okay. I have to vote both.
Yeah, you screwed me from that one. Who was Krillin and freaking Andrew 18's kid?
Not important.
Yeah, it was that
No,
little girl.
really, it's not like a saying, so like, it's not really anything.
No, I just want Curran. Yeah, okay.
Curran?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. He knows something.
The weirdest thing is when Krillin gets hair. Let's be honest.
Yeah, remember they asked him what they thought, they were like, I thought you couldn't grow hair, and like, no, I just stopped waxing it.
Yeah, that makes no sense that Andrew 18 went with Krillin. Let's be honest. She had no other choice. That's all it was. Vegeta and Goku were taken. Freaking Goten found in love, or Gohan found in love with somebody when he was Super
Adele.
Saiyan. Yeah.
Adele.
So
Yeah, oh yeah, and there's another thing. Mr. Satan is also Goku's father-in-law.
yeah. You know another one? It does. I don't know if he did, because I didn't watch after Dragon Ball Z, so I don't know. But did Oob ever become anything? Because at the end of Dragon Ball Z, Goku runs off with Oob, who is the good version of Boo.
Not that I remember, but I haven't watched Dragon Ball Super.
No, that was Dragon Ball Z. At the end of Dragon Ball Z, when they beat,
Yeah, I know he
Marge-
runs out with what's his name, but
oh,
like
you just
in Super, it's continuing on from Dragon Ball Z.
yeah, I never watched Super.
But I don't
I
remember what happened.
I've heard too many mixed things on Super, so I never watched it. But that is our list. That is our top 20 for Dragon Ball Z characters from the show, not the movies or anything else. I hope you
We're not
enjoyed.
doing our top 10. What was our top 10?
Our top 10 was Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo, Gohan, Majin Buu, Future Trunks, aka Future Trunks is the one he wanted to name off, but he got all Trunk versions. Cell, Frieza, Android 18, and Bulma. The back end was the 2 hotties from the series that might make an appearance. So hot, want to touch the hiney. But that is it.
There's another one. No, what? Now I'm feeling this. I'm feeling the fictional character mark.
And when we do the fictional character crush draft, we're going to have a lot of guys because my wife, Marley, will be joining us that week to be lit.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You know, she can pick all the men she wants. I'm sure you might pick a man. I'm picking no men. I'm picking all women.
Okay,
There's a lot of
there.
women.
Okay, Tyler.
I'm just bringing out my inner Tyler here. Well, there's so many women.
Yeah, it's going
So
to be
little
hard.
time, too.
It's going to be really hard to break it down into the top 20. Well, it'll probably be 30. We'll do 30 with 3 people. So
Yes, yes.
10, 10, and 10. We all get 10. So
Yeah. What
But
are
we
we
don't
doing? What are we doing next week?
maybe that episode, I'll talk to Marley and see if she wants to do it next week, or if not, we'll do it sometime later this week. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to do next week. But for this week, we're done. So thank you for listening, and tune in next week. Same time, same place.
Yeah, everyone have a blessed week.
Blessed week.
Thank you for listening to the Mocking You podcast. Yours truly, Lil B at Brunelli Sports and the Hater at Supercharged 33.
Can we really say that?